born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight up between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. At their own 19-yard line.
Wait, that. Wait, 44. Come to my work. We win.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 81 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive.
Certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. I'm coming.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Throwing here, Dobbs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Brady gives to Michel. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down.
Hey, check it. Smooth. 36 to Mike. Man, I got you. Man, regular.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now Leonard Fournette trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Oh, you got deep? SOS.
They'll run with Michelle. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. Getting the sense Charles are
seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
This is Michelle on the counter. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Hey, 380! Check. Off the yard. Sugar! Hey, Wahoo! Here we go. Fofo to Mike. Mike's Fofo. Rick, alert!
Brady looking to throw on third and 2. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go jet sweep here with Chark. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Throwing again. Dobbs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd down, Dobbs. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 83 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 21-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Fournette. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Double dog, that's the way. Check 43.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Dobbs completes it to Lee. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check it backer, check it backer.
On play action, it's Dobbs. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dobbs, that one complete. He finds Shark. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Complete to DJ Shark. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. 21-0 our score after 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, my 7.
Mike, go.
Go, 'em. 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 Go, 'em.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Down Michelle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 39-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. This is Michelle. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, confidence.
Mike, 44. I got it. Check 24, check 24.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dobbs. Open man is Westbrook, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Fournette, a 1st down carry, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
line, go deep. Whatever you do, don't.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. The open man is Westbrook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the set. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Oh, here we go. Oh. 22, Jet, Baba.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw on 3rd down, Dobbs. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. You got a hand in there to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw, it's Brady. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. This is White on the screen. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Point after by Lambeau. Up and good. And the lead is down to 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try it.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey. You got three. Three down. Check in.
Hey, Delta.
Ball coming 82. Mike 36. Mike 36. Let's go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm coming.
72. Check it.
Now Brady.
You.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And taken at the 46. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st down, Downs to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
DJ Chark, incomplete. Covered by Jason McCourty.
This is Josh Lambeau. He hit from 57 a year ago. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 1st and 10, Downs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check 37. Check 37. Kill. Hey, goal 66.
And it's Michel once again. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Right set. Wait, 20. Alert. Watch the slant. Hey, Alpha. Line 36. Line 36. Let's go deep, tighten up.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Now Dobbs. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got it. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. All day. All day, every day. Any day. 58 is the mic. 58. 58 is the mic. Night, night, sweetheart. Over.
On 3rd down, Dobbs. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 33.
Let's go.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
You ain't going nowhere.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Hey, here you go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hayward.
On 1st down, Dobbs. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
I'm here all day.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st down, New England.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Wait, that wide 80. Check. All right.
first down. Brady. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Patriot first down.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. And what's your leg? Switch.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
Wait, set.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the twist.
On the ground, Michelle. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, Michelle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 25 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see to that.
Defensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Dobbs. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Dobbs. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Lawrence Guy with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the ground, this is Michel. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Alpha. Ready? Check 50. Check 50. Check. Left. Go 50. Hey, go 66.
Again, it's Michel. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Wait, that. Run 80. Run 80. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
We own them. Big dash, big dash. Pilot, 64, weak. Nickel. Rush in. Rip.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a Patriot 1st down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Michel, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Hey, foxtrot. 36 to Mike. It's our time.
Back to throw, Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 2-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Let's get it.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Watch the safety creep.
They're running it. It's Michel, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.